everybody. How you doing? Hey, good to see you. Glad you could make it. You can't tell Stephanie and Ben apart. They're wearing the same shirt. And Bryce and Christopher are both kind of rocking the olive green.
We
So
see where the alliances come in.
It has begun.
So how are the secret alliances working out? So, was I not supposed to say that? Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you, team captains. You guys are amazing. And I just wanted to check in with you. How has the first 48 hours of your readathon been so far?
Oh, it's hopping. It's great. We got a few submissions. Got people really enjoying their read so far. So it's looking good.
Ben is very positive. Is that a shared feeling?
Yeah, I already
Absolutely.
have people submitting points, so people are rocking it so far.
Yeah, the chat's been great, but I've been kind of in and out of service and availability, so I'm excited to jump in. But I can already see the chat's been hopping, so I'm loving it. It's so much fun already.
Bryce is like sliding in. Hey guys, how you doing? Meanwhile, Christopher's like broadcasting from Italy. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be nice to talk with the majority of my team on the same time zones. Everyone's doing really great. I got some cheerleaders already that are revving everybody up, which is always good. It can't be one person, it has to be a couple people, and the whole team is just already starting to go. I also like the fact that we are doing a lot of mingling on Tiki chat, as well as some of the buddy reads. I'm doing the crew buddy read kind of thing, and it's nice to see multiple people from every team on that as well. So
there's two people on the Swashbucklers who are loving the crew so far.
Oh yeah.
That's Samir.
Yep.
But they're so enthusiastic about it. I definitely have to try it out for myself too.
Yeah, I started the first chapter. I'm gonna push it a little bit into later into my own personal TBR. I usually read a couple chapters from each of the books I do, and then kind of get a mood read of where I'm going. So, I'm excited to partake in that crew buddy read.
The thing I like about the crew is that it's completely different from any other book you read this year. It's just a gonzo adventure.
The first chapter was hilarious.
Right?
Out of the bat, I was just like, oh my gosh, what am I getting into?
It's like this fever dream that Sadir had. It was just like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
It's just crazier and crazier as it goes. And he's got good character development in there. So there's plenty to enjoy.
Oh yeah, I'm already like, I think I'm gonna like this. That's great.
And he's SPFBO 9. So do you have your 5 books picked out, or have you filled a couple of slots and then you're waiting to see what fills in the other holes?
Go ahead, Stephanie.
I have mine picked out, but depending on the month, that may change a bit. But I have a plan at least.
I like in my grouping, Esme's already been like, you know what, I'm gonna read, and if it fits, I'll figure it out. So I'm like, that's admirable. I can't do that. I had to pick every exact book and maybe have some backups just in case. But that's how I'm at.
Yeah, I'm with Bryce just to make sure I can maximize the points, hit all the bonus prompts, especially. Yeah.
I got 3 definites, and then the 2 are going to be what I pick up in the end. Yeah.
Nice. So are the 4 of you naturally competitive people? Like, is there a time in your life or a thing that you're involved in where you like really got into competition? If so, what is it?
Oh yeah. I'm extremely competitive, even just with things with no stakes. I just love competing. And so like I actually was just in Alan's from the Library of Alexandria's Jeopardy. Yeah. And I came out of that one with the victory, and so I have the chance to be the season 2 champion at the end of this season, which is fun for me.
Really?
I just love competing, whether it's Jeopardy or sports or whatever. I love it.
Well, especially with Alan's about books, that's a great thing to compete in.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swam up till college, so. But swimming, what's nice about swimming is it's more of like everybody like is encouraging everybody else, you know, and it's like, yeah, get your PRs and all this stuff. And so it's been that's kind of how I treat it. Is I'm competitive, but also like I'm gonna admit when other people are doing a good job too.
So the spotlight doesn't have to all be on you all the time.
Right.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I'm very competitive, but it's okay if I don't win. But I like the process.
Nice.
Same.
Yeah, sorry, Christopher, you had one?
No, I was just going to say, absolutely. It was a lot of fun. I mean, the last Readathon, we were all hungry for that win. And, and, we all, I was lucky to be on the winning team and, but I think this is just kind of nature, I think it's just our nature to achieve something, even, low stakes, great. And I think that makes it even more fun.
Right. Even better.
Yeah.
So if you're into competition, this means something, it's important to you. So what are your strategies for how to beat these other three amazing team captains? Do you want to share some of those?
I think for me, it's going to be what works from my previous experience is communication. Just keeping the chat going, encouraging people to participate in the chat. If they don't want to participate in the chat, that's fine, but I want to show privately, at least to some of the quieter team members, that, I'm here for you, and the whole team's here for you. We're going to cheer you on. We're going to, monitor your successes. I'm going to shout those out every time they show up on the responses on the books getting read. I think just keeping that going, keeping that momentum going, I think is going to just encourage people to continue with their own books and their own goals for getting 5 books in.
Well, I mean, it sounds obvious that Christopher's going to win. None of you have a plan, right?
Oh, he's going down. I know for me, I love a good cheerleading. It gets me like, all right, okay, just got to focus, just got to read, like, because there's just so many times in your life where you can fit things in. You can fit reading in. You just got to like actually do it. And that's the thing, is when I am like, okay, this is a readathon, this is something I want to win, then it's going to, it helps to be like, okay, come on, guys, let's all do this together. We're in this together. Get that extra one and you can do it. Come on. You don't need sleep. Who needs that? Who cares? Just no sleep. That's actually the real thing.
And Bryce, part of your secret plan is not naming your team, right?
So I went back to the drawing board. I thought I was hilarious, but apparently when you can only read it, it's not as funny. So the name, so I get it. People were a little put off by it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to start back from the, square one. I'm going to let everybody, yeah, exactly. That'd be good. But I'm going to let everybody vote on a good name. So already, and I thought it was a good one so far, Sand Danglocta. I thought that was pretty good.
Nice.
And that was all.
I
need to meet people. It's one old geek. You guys know one old geek better than I do. I need to actually meet my people. But I thought that was great. That was a great start. There you go. Hey, see, we're gonna, and I'll put it together. We'll vote on it, and I think it's gonna make us closer. See, that was my grand plan. All you suckers who named yourselves beforehand. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go.
Sand in my clock. There, thank you. I was so close. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's going to be a hard one to beat, to be honest.
All right, so Ben, what's your secret plan?
Well, I think I'm taking notes, and I want to, be the cheerleader, do a lot of communication in the chat. Derry was my team captain in the previous readathon, and she was
awesome.
Great facilitator, and she did fun things like keep a page leaderboard, like page read leaderboard, who is like just reading the most pages, which ended up being me, by the way. I was very happy about that. I read a lot of chunkers for the last readathon. But yeah, that's actually not the best strategy, by the way. I would maybe one secret strategy is to get
Wonderful.
your average closer to the page minimum for the books rather than like you want to be efficient, so you want to like get that ratio up of points per pages read, kind of, so that there's a little bit of a nice expert strategy.
I like it. So Ben's advocating 5 200-page books.
Yeah. I picked one that I thought was going to qualify for the novella. But if you look at Amazon, its Amazon page is like 201 pages, and so it can just count regularly. And I'm like, wow, I can read Elder Race and a really, really short book. I might be doing the opposite strategy this month.
I mean, you can get all 15 points for less than 1 eye of the world if you do it that way. So, Stephanie, you're up against math, naming things, and other math. What's your plan?
Caffeine.
Oh,
And cheerleading. So, but everybody's been really good in the chat. We've all been cheering each other on, so it's been really good.
So what book do you see getting a lot of mentions? Druid, I know, and I think I'm going to get talked into doing the read along with that one.
Yeah, I just picked up my hardcover copy of that. I love the naked hardback design, love the painting on the cover, and I've been doing a lot of heavy reads, so it's nice to try something I know on the bit on the lighter side. So I'm gonna hop on that read along too, the buddy read for that one soon. But the crew is the big one, because the buddy read of that. But I've seen multiple people enjoying that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the crew's easy to enjoy.
Yeah, same with Ben. I actually had planned the there's like a couple Discords actually doing a buddy read of Becoming a Druid, so this worked out perfect. I mean, it was already set for July, and it came great with the Readathon. So that was a given. The crew, and then I'm seeing a lot of Seekers, I think, is the other one I'm seeing of. I don't know if there's an official buddy read for that anywhere, or
I'm doing the buddy read with that one with a couple other people.
Yeah, I mean, so that was kind of my maybe read, I think, for my third option for me. So yeah, I think those are the books I've been seeing, but I like to see some unique reads out there as well.
Oh yeah, well, and the list is deep with SPFBO. I mean,
yeah.
You can go anywhere you want to go. So we were talking earlier. Have you guys actually had teammates turn in points already?
Yeah, we've already got 4, so we're rocking so far.
Oh yeah, I think I got 3 last time I checked. Could be more already.
We got 2, but they do have all full points. So, the main prompt and bonus prompt and a review. So
Nice.
Perfect.
Oh, one of my submissions was a short one, and it was actually your own. I think Tales from a Border Night. Your own novella.
The purple one.
Oh. Yeah.
Nice.
We had someone read. It's nice in the Keymark Readathon. The very first Keymark Readathon we did, I read Legend of Blackjack. It felt like it felt suitable to pay an homage to you as the Keymark Discord creator. But I loved it. I loved Legend of Black. I can't wait for the sequels and to check out the novella too.
Yeah. In the meantime, you guys are all racking up points with people, feeding your book. And don't worry, folks. Bryce's score sheet will be up momentito.
Already done. Already like done. 3 seconds before this started. Yeah, because I'm on the ball.
I did the assignment.
Hey, I was like, oh, this is a problem people have, is people submitting things already. So it's up. I have 0 responses so far for some reason. I'm a little disappointed.
You watch, you're gonna log on and you're gonna have like 10 entries later.
Yeah.
This is what I love. Bryce is going to start off with no team name and no score sheet and just throw everybody away.
We're going for the long game.
Lesson learned for future readathons.
And then we said that we'd talk about this. I don't know how deep down the rabbit hole that you want to go, but I just want to talk about the ringer rule real quick. This was an effort to try and make sure that if people drop off from the readathon, that a team doesn't get stuck in a position where it becomes mathematically impossible for them to win because they don't have enough people. So the team captains talk about implementing the reader rule, and for every 3 readers that dropped off, you're allowed to put in a ringer into their place. And there are a couple more rules on top of that, but I don't know how deep down that rabbit hole we need to get. I need to say that I'm really excited about it for 2 reasons. 1, parity. I like parity. But 2, being able to have some of the people that really do read 15 and 20 and 30 books in a month, having them have stretch goals, I just think is magnificent. Is there anything that you guys want to say about the ringer rule?
Yeah, just that I think, Andy, you contacted them already to let them know to be prepared for it, right? Because just if you were contacted about that just know that you might not actually be tapped to be a ringer, depending on what your team ends up needing. But it's good to just be prepared so that you can try to prepare to, read all the different prompts or hit all the different prompts. And
again,
if you thought you might max out at 5 books or not try to read too much more, but if in case you're going to be a ringer, you might want to keep your reading levels high or at their whatever your normal levels are, and in case you get called upon.
If Derry likes it, we're doing okay.
Yeah.
I think as far as I think one of the things too is just this is a pretty straightforward, I think, like doable readathon to get even max points. And so, and this is from me, who's a pretty slow reader. And, I'm even saying that. And so that's where I'm going. It does just make the most sense because really, like, we have every potential to be neck and neck. But it's like if somebody's just completely loses half the people that are signed up are just gone and don't even participate at all. It just made sense to do, give the last place a little bit of like the lightning bolt in Mario Kart,
Yeah. Good analogy.
A little fair chance here.
So to play like, say I'm like not understanding the ringer role and Stacy, I think actually puts in a little bit of a comment in here as well. And I did have a couple questions, explaining like bonus points for the ringers. Like, I think I had one, can they repeat prompts they use for their original things for their ringer points?
So the rule is the ringer finishes their 5 books and they're done like everybody else. If they are tapped to be one of the ringers, and if you are not tapped to be a ringer, don't worry. It's not because you did anything wrong. It's just hopefully we're not going to need that money to fill in that many places. But if you're tapped to be a ringer, then you can use any of your remaining prompts to fill in, and you can start to reuse your bonus points one at a time, kind of like you're starting over with the Readathon, just minus 5 points, minus 5 prompts. And so that gives them the opportunity to help, but also places the bar a little bit higher because they're going to be missing 5 of those prompts. So it's a little bit more difficult. Did I get all that right?
Yeah, sounds good.
I like the hand gestures as well.
But theoretically, the easiest way for anyone to maximize their points and not worry about bonus prompts is to just reuse the SPFBO 9 bonus points. That is the only prompt, either a main prompt or a bonus prompt, that you can reuse. So if you're worried about hitting all your bonus points, you could just make sure your books are SPFBO 9 books, and they will always count for a bonus point.
I so want to see a ringer read 15 SPFBO books.
Yeah.
I think that would be insane. Oh, look at this. Stacy's got, okay, sounds good. So max for ringers is 12 prompts. You can use each of the 4 non-repeatable bonuses times 2 and a SPFBO 9 bonus times 4. I don't know if I can translate that, but it sounds pretty good. And the team captains have an entire list for everything for what the rules are when we get down into the nitty gritty of it. So I'm looking forward to it, and I think it's going to be fantastic. So the real question is, as we're coming into the end of this video, what are you reading between now and when we meet again this weekend?
Ooh.
I'm going to be starting The Legend of Blackjack, actually. That's going to be my buddy group.
Good choice.
Yes, with someone on an opposing team. So we're already
That friendship.
That's great.
Yes.
I love
I'm
that.
excited about it.
Ben is hiding his answer.
Oh, yeah.
I love this cover.
I've heard good things about that one too.
Elder Race. Oh man, I'm not showing that off well. That it could do well with the Sandcastles prompt, with this giant fortress coming out of the mountains. It is such an amazing premise. I don't even want to say the premise because I didn't know anything going in, and it was just delightful getting the first 2 chapters and seeing like the structure of this book and what the different POVs were. Some of the greatest use of just a dual POV setup where you switch off the POV every other chapter to the other character.
He's really good at that.
Tremendous. I'll finish this probably pretty soon because I'm almost halfway through there, but so good. This is so good already. I am loving this by Adrian Tchaikovsky.
Nice.
Very cool.
All right, that's going on the TBR.
Yeah, same here.
Christopher, what you got?
I actually am. I got one book that's not even going to be part of the SPFBO, but I do have. But that's an audiobook, and a little bit of the immersion read. But I am probably becoming a druid first.
Nice.
Yep.
Perfect. Bryce? B-Rice?
All right. I was gonna. My problem right now has been trying not starting all of them all at once, since I know I keep like, oh, this one. Oh, this is this. Anyway, so I finally focused. I've been meaning to reread Waybound for a while. It's it just barely came out, but it is it's the ending of the Cradle series. It fits my long vacation prompt. It's also an indie author. So it's got everything, and I've been dying to read it. It's the longest one, but I'm already about almost a quarter in, and we're only 2 days into this, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Wow, nice,
nice.
Okay, I am looking forward to seeing what happens, and I am. The setup seems to have worked, and everybody seems to be assigned to a team, so it's okay. The car is rolling down the track, so I'm
thank you for that. That was a lot of work too. Thank you so much.
I got back from vacation at 11 o'clock at night, and at midnight I'm like, spreadsheet time. That's what I love doing at midnight is spreadsheets. That's what I'm best at. But it did seem to work out. So I just want to say thank you to all of you for being a part of this and being willing to be leaders. And thank you to everybody who's participating. And I'm looking forward to finding out about some great books from all of you.
Thanks. And thanks, Andy, for putting on such a fun readathon.
It's all of us. We're all having a good time.
Yeah,
everybody's doing their part.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you, and we'll see you in a little bit. Thank you so much.